All right, we're back in our part 2 session. And Jirka, I was just asking you about the YA program. Could you let the viewers know what the program was about? What was your role? And any kind of messages that you want to tell the former YAs or to the world? And also how we can move forward.
Well, this is such a loaded question. It's huge. It's huge. It's huge. Anyway, Youth Ambassador Program was founded by Dr. Jerry Cheng in 1995, and it brought together 50 young people from 50 different countries. It brought them together for a period of study and then period of travel. And what happened that these young people from each from different country talked about justice, reconciliation, life's common ground, and then they performed, and through music they shared their message with the world. They traveled globally. I don't know in how many countries, maybe 20 or so, and it was really fascinating program because at the end of it, each person had gone through a very major shift in global awareness, understanding of the human values, and then they brought what they learned. All these young people brought it home, and as you know, now they are all meeting through Zoom because of COVID, and so we are discussing where we are, what happened to us, and is this the end of it? And can the program go on? Can we meet together? Can we initiate a new program? And so this is all in the workings, and I think maybe 200 or so, maybe 220, 30 people are now connected each individual year, because it happened over a period of 5 years, 1995 through 2000. And so all these years are talking together. Then there is a big forum and lots of movement. My role was a musical director, so I was trying to find the right type of music that would convey the message that which we then shared with the world. And for me, it was one of the best experiences of my entire life, even though I had many wonderful experiences and many opportunities with professional choirs and professional orchestras. This one was just something very, very special, because this was not about music. All other programs that I was part of was basically, oh, let's make the music as good as possible. Let's perform in the best concert hall. Let's perform with the best orchestras. But this was about love, about reconciliation, justice, and so, you know, I was melting on stage, and I was just crying so many times, being with the people, being on stage, off stage, just seeing the incredible energy when the world comes together. And then, as you know, we performed in national costumes. So imagine 50 young people standing on stage and performing in their national costumes, representing their own country. And then we performed in venues where normal musicians wouldn't go. We performed in schools, in slums, in concert halls, in United Nations, in the presidential palaces, and so forth and so on. So it was life-transforming experience. And what I hope is that when these young people come together now, that something new will come. Because we have received this gift, including myself, even though I was music director, it was a huge gift, a huge blessing for my life. And somehow I feel that there is this energy that all of us feel that this has been a blessing, this has been a gift to us. And so how can we give this back? How can we keep this energy going, and what can we do for the world in this moment that is in so much need and so much pain all over? Yeah.
Thank you.
I could go on and
so
on,
much.
but maybe I'll just leave it there right now.
No, because if you want to say anything else, I would love to hear it. I'm sure all the YAs and the viewers are so touched by your story now, because I am so touched by what you said, because all the memories are all like, you know, it's videotaped and it's bringing back all these memories, and I was crying inside while I was hearing your story. So anything you want to add?
Well, uh, I think that everybody that I have been in touch with is full of what you just described. You know, you are touched, and it's not touched by me, just touched by recollection of what you went through, and all these young people, I think, without exception, were transformed and transformed to become better global citizens. Even though this sounds like a cliche, we all have awareness that we wouldn't have otherwise if we lived in our village or town and township and never had this kind of experience. So the program had two components. There was this education part. Every year there was an education director who facilitated discussions and process of learning about human values, about justice, reconciliation, peace, and so forth and so on. And then there was this musical part, which was often accompanied by dance and by drama and by speeches and individual performances. And so it was more than just a choir. We did lots of things together. And also, even though it was not a huge part of the program or a component of the program, there was also a service project. So often young people would meet people in need and did work with them. Various community projects, you know, whether it was with the gang members in Los Angeles or with slum family in Indonesia or Thailand or another part of the world. And then we went back to presidential palaces, and then we sang for whatever CNN, and there were interviews on BBC and Kennedy Center and United Nations, and so it was just a mind-blowing experience for I think for everybody involved, and that's why I think most of us got together, because we want to share it, we want to relive it again, and at the same time share with others where we are. And many people have become leaders, true leaders, global leaders. It's fascinating. Some have started their own organizations, some have been working for United Nations, some have been working with families, some have been working with people with disabilities, and some have become incredible musicians on their own. We have world-class musicians in the group that now are performing on stages of opera houses and you name it, you know, everywhere. Pianists, we have singers, we have opera singers. It's great. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. So my hope and prayer, if I can conclude this long talk, is that the energy that we had experienced somehow comes back, and that we give it and we transform others and help transform others, and give this kind of opportunity to other people. I have goosebumps just to think about it, you know, because the gift we received was so huge. And so what can we do? How can we do that? We have now 250 people, adults, with experiences of being parents, but also being leaders. And each of us has a gift. Each of us is a very special gift. So how can we give these treasures that we have to others, to create something similar? That is my personal hope, that we will.
Wow, that is just overwhelming. Oh my goodness. I'm just lost here. Jirka, you want to go on with the
No,
interview,
me
and should we
too.
just I'm like, yeah, but you know, the most important thing is like the 250 of us know what's going on and what, you know, what we went through together, but how do we bring it out, you know, to this world and help others? Maybe we can start small, or we can, you know, go on a bigger level. But that is part of that, like relating back to your story. I wanted to do this. That's why I'm starting this relay of events, like your relay of interviews, because I want to be reconnected with the world.
Well, it's absolutely wonderful what you are doing. Absolutely wonderful, and I very much hope that you will reach to other YA participants, whether staff or the actual participants, and do these kinds of interviews, because that's way every year can meet people from other years, and maybe, as I suggested, there could be a platform of WVYA interviews, maybe, I don't know, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, who knows how much time you want to devote to this. I know it's a huge work, but you have wonderful talent. You do such a great job. I saw your interview with Brad and with Chandran, and I thought, wow, she's such a
Testing,
pro. You
yeah.
are like a TV star, really. Yeah,
All right. Thank
you
you
do
so
great job.
much.
Yeah,
You
so
flatter
I would
me.
love to encourage you. I want to I want to encourage you to do this with the YAs, so that they can connect more and feel the power of unity that is among us. But this can reinforce it.
Great idea. I just want as many people, we want the live stories from all around the world. We don't want to hear anything, from politicians or celebrities, but the real normal lives. So if YAs are looking at this interview today, if you have time just for 10 to 15 minutes, please contact me or Jirka, and we can set up an interview, or we could just start up a platform and get the energy going back again. Right,
Wonderful.
Jirka? Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes.
I
Thank
would
you very
love
much.
to meet other YAs from other years, and maybe Yurika, since you had the experience of being with 4 years, maybe you could also introduce me to some of the other YAs, and I would do the interview.
Yes, I can do that. Yes, absolutely. We can perhaps add you to our chat groups in other years, and invite others to connect with you. Yeah.
Absolutely great. Okay, thank you so much for your time this morning. Yurika, before we
Thank
leave,
you very
yeah,
much.
just before we leave, all right? What are you going to do today? Anything joyful planned ahead for today?
Well, today I'm going to collect my kids who are running around somewhere. Then I'm gonna feed them. Then I'll throw them to the pool. And then I will cook dinner. And then we'll go for figs, because we have now fig season and many fig trees are ripe. And so they are full of figs. So we'll go fig picking.
Wow, that seems so exciting.